morning, everybody. It is March 8th. You are watching Drawing with Hexama. I am Hexama. We're going to do some drawing. That was fairly circular in proposition, but let's begin. I'm not going to waste too much time. I apologize for the delay. Got up late. Had some errands to run. But thanks for waiting. I do try to put a timer up on Twitch to kind of give everybody a heads up how long I'll be. And it was a little long today. 15 minutes is a long time. But thanks for hanging in there with me. Let's do some drawing. Please, if you're in chat, introduce yourself. Hello, hello. Would love to know where everybody's from. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on YouTube in an archive state, that's fine too. You watch at your own convenience. That's why I put it up on YouTube, just so people can watch at their own convenience. Sorry about that, I'm losing my voice. Okay. Let's do some drawing. Where am I? Sorry, I literally jumped on my chair here. Just wham, jumped on my chair and whipped out my stylus. Okay, let me just orient myself here and we'll get started. Where are we at? There we at. Where are we at? There we at. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna do a couple of warm-up poses and then we're gonna get right into some long-form studies. Whip out your stylus, your pen, whatever your medium of choice is. And let's begin. The timer is starting. I apologize once again about the timer. I'm going to try and find a solution, but I don't know what, other than literally writing the software myself, which is probably not an option. But let's start. Do I have... Yes, okay. Sometimes the music is so, starts so softly, I have a hard time. I have to turn up my headphones and go, did I turn it on? Okay. So, let's begin, folks, let's begin. We're already out of a minute of this. Something does not feel right with my pen. It's okay. I am starting cold here, so... I'm starting cold here, so... I think I'm just gonna do the chest here. We're at 30 seconds. Really trying to capture the essence of this pose. I think I got it. I'm just warming up here, folks. Don't be too hard on me with the proportions. Interesting. That was interesting. Very hard lines there. Let me work on my circles here. Shall we? Shall we do the circles? Yes, let's do circles. Trying to find the energy of this pose. Just trying to loosen up my my wrist and my hand here. Trying to loosen it up. It's so stiff this morning. Let's do some big strokes, big beautiful strokes. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice, clean, big beautiful strokes. There we go. Ooh, Photoshop, what are you doing to me? Okay. doesn't feel right in some sense. Let's see if we can fix that. "18 seconds, 15 seconds. Let's wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up." Like I said, we're just warming up here, folks. Don't be too hard on yourselves. There's no way in hell. I just did shading on a 2-minute pose. Wow, okay. Oh, okay, this is a new model sheet that I've bought. Not a lot of anatomy. Well, a lot of anatomy you can see, but you'll probably start seeing more of this because YouTube and Twitch kind of give me a hard time when there's nudity or a semi-nudity. So I'm probably gonna move on to some model packs that are move into some model packs just where the main areas are covered, the breasts and the genitals. It'll just make it easier for me to upload on Twitch and YouTube. I like the pose here. I do like this pose. But I kind of messed it up. You ever put down a line you know is wrong, but you do it anyways? Just because it looks cool? I think that's the monkey side of the brain artists need to control. At least if you're doing realism. I guess if you're doing your own art style, that's kind of a part of your brain you should be exercising. "20 seconds, 20 seconds. 20 seconds, folks. I like that leg. That outer chin, like that. Oh, that's nice. Pose number 4, we're almost there. We're getting past the warm-up stage. Hopefully you've warmed up a bit. I'm tempted to go back to the fundamentals when I see poses like this. You know, like a chest circle, the little stomach, the pelvic region. Because it's so hard to get a pose out of this. I guess some poses were just not meant to be drawn in 2 minutes. Alright. There's just too much information. Seconds. I'm making good time here today. Okay, we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't think I could get this pose in 2 minutes, but I think I just pulled it off. Okay, very nice. I didn't get the leg, but that's okay. Okay, let's do this. Last warm-up pose. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot happening here. Is that the stick? I don't know. We'll see. How are we gonna do this? Such a dynamic change from our last pose, so tricky. Fatal flaw, calf muscle. Interesting. 20 seconds. I hope you're faring off better than me. This one definitely caught me off guard. Okay, that was rough. Ooh. 10 minutes. We're slowly easing into long form studies here. Wow, okay. How do I find the flow of this pose? That's a challenge. Absolute challenge. Oh man, how are we gonna find the flow to this, folks? That's weird. I already feel I've gone much too large on the skull already. It's okay, I can shrink it down. I'm really gonna break this down into shapes because it's such a difficult pose. It's gonna look like a Picasso when I'm done. This is so taxing. Like the eye is there, nose there. We're gonna leave it. We'll come back to it. It is 100% bad proportions here. What a start to the day, eh, folks? Even our last session on Wednesday was very tough. Very tough. I'm not going easy on you. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? I have to start with that jawline. I don't have a choice. And work my way down. But oh man, this is rough. Don't give up. Just take your time. Feel you've messed up. Go take another shot at it. Start over again. See if this works. Well, I'm thankful we have 10 minutes to do this one. Sure as hell as I need it. Oh man. pulled this off in 10 minutes. If I pulled this off in 10 minutes, I'm giving myself a good drink tonight. What are we at? We're down to 4 minutes. Still got some time. I think I can pull this off. I don't know if it's gonna be 100% proper proportion, but I'll come back to that and we'll fix that. The neck definitely has to be longer. So I've already screwed that up. Minutes. Oh man. Good start to the morning. Let's see if you can keep this up. I think this is as hard as it's gonna get though. I'll be hard pressed to find if we get something different, more difficult than this. Absolutely not for the faint of heart. With 2 minutes left, I'm just gonna try and do some adjustments here. The back really doesn't feel right, but it might be more of a head out of proportion issue that's making everything else look out of proportion. That head needs to be way larger. The big question is, in a minute and a half, can I figure out that head? Can I figure out what's wrong? Oof, that can be very difficult. I? 40 seconds. I'm not gonna rush it. If I don't finish it, I don't finish it. I'm not gonna fight it. It don't make sense to. It's something I really haven't figured out yet, so. Seconds. I feel I got the body together. I just need a little more time to get the skull together. But man, that was a tough pose. Thanks for hanging in there with me, folks. Very tough pose. Don't be too hard on yourself if your drawing looks like a Picasso. Okay, let's continue. Just having some coffee, pumping some caffeine into the body. A 20-minute pose. Slow down, take your time. I love that curve of the back. That's gonna make or break my. There we go. That's some nice energy there. Nice energy. Now this is a 20-minute pose, so I'm gonna have some time, hopefully. Doesn't always work out. I'm gonna have some time to do some shading. Out as bland at all. Yes, I am doing the legs first. Don't ask me why. I feel the energy and the flow starts with the legs, the angles at least. And then kind of once you figure that out, you can kind of figure the rest out. Just keep in mind how close those legs are together. Right? They're unusually close. They shouldn't feel that close, but they are. And I gotta figure out how to bring them together because I think my angles are all wrong here. That up. There's his hands here. It's hard to see the details. There's a second thigh. The hand is kind of compressing the thigh. I don't know if you really want to get that detail, but and that original line is already gone. So they're coming back, taking another shot at it. Down a line, come back, put down another line. Things change to your eye. draw the weapons in, but that sickle has a beautiful shape to it. I mean, I would be denying myself if I didn't. And I can already tell I've messed up the arm. What's going on with the arm? Where are you? So there's something funky going on with the arm. I'm gonna figure it out after, not right now. There's something going on with this arm. It might be the angle. Keep an eye on that. Line weight is interesting too. That backline I've adjusted twice now. It just goes to show you that sometimes you just need to let your eyesight and your ability to visualize it, to just let it sit for a while and come back. Rough line down. Question is, can I get the face? And I'm gonna take my time with it because we got 20 minutes. And I really want to get it right. Should I zoom in? I don't want to. I'm gonna make an executive decision here and not zoom in. I'm not trying to get the details of the face, like every single detail. I'm trying to get a minimalistic render of the face that just lets you recognize that it's this model. And I always feel that's not the easiest part. The skill I have to be kind of aware of. A lot of it comes down to just soft lines. The other thing I'm well aware of, which is a skill that needs to be developed over the next couple of years, is just figuring out how to get the fuzziness of hair together, right? So and I feel the year is off. Again. We're down at 8 minutes. Hopefully we've got something together in the rendering department. I think I know what I did wrong here. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna do a bit of shading, not too much, but enough where I know I kind of know what I'm doing here, or at least act like it. Where are we? Brush. I've hotkeyed the brush size and yet I still don't use it. Maybe should really to get into the habit of just start using the hotkeys. Makes things so much faster. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. We've had a rough start to the morning. Hang in there with me. There is a lot of muscle mass, etc., so trying to render all that is tricky business. so. I don't think that worked out as intended. We're at 5 minutes, making some good time. I'm getting some good shading in here, so I'm not gonna lie. But I do want to get some. I do want to get some muscle structure in, so let's do that. Some harder lines in here. Commit to some harder lines for the muscle structure. We're down to 3 minutes. I'm making some progress here. Getting a lot of shading in today, which is nice. Something I kind of need to work on. It's such a... It ends up becoming such a subconscious skill. Anyways. Never hurts to get a little toe time in. That calf definitely needs to be a little better. I don't know, still doesn't feel right. Minute. Let's do this. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, folks. Not a bad start. I got a little bit of shading in. I can't complain. But let's continue. Another nice, beautiful pose. So we kind of had a rough start, but things are looking good. We're gonna do some drawing today. I'm really gonna let my my brush fly with this pose. I don't like to just come in and draw the same way every time. I think I'm still at that amateur learning phase, right? I'm not stuck in my ways. So I'm gonna change the brush up a bit and just try some different ways and not to be too worried on how it looks, right? Let's do this. I'm really going experimental here. This might backfire. Looking very androidish. Yeah, interesting. I really should have just switched up my brush, but that's okay. I'm way off the canvas here. Way off the canvas. Clavicle. See, that's what I did there. Very hard to do. That's why it took me like 6 different tries at it. Drawing a line over an old line just to add weight to it. Just to make it darker, right? Because digitally you can just delete the line and then go back and draw a harder version of it. But what I'm doing is trying to do essentially what you would do on paper. Go back over the line. Bicep, tricep area is always tricky. I think I got it though. And some of these lines are violent. Like that one. Whew. Why so hard? Getting some anger issues out, I guess. that finding the location of the kneecap area, especially when the leg is stretched out like this, is another difficulty for me. This curve is so subtle. You know, the curve of the thigh, upper thigh, into the thigh, into the knee, to the top of the shin. It's a very subtle. Where are we? I think that's the kneecap right there. So it kind of dips in like that and comes out. And I'll fix that right now. Trying to render that muscle above the kneecap. I do not know the name of it. I feel her leg is longer. What do you folks think? Her leg needs to be much longer. Shouldn't be an issue here digitally. Heat mode on. Okay. Okay. Photoshop. God, I love you. Okay. Look at that outer thigh. Beautiful, simple line there. You can render that into a simple line. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go hard mode. I want to get all those little simple muscle structures in there. There's no running away from this. I'm not going to just make it one little U line. Let's get all the little bumps, all the little grooves. Let's do it nicely. Do the model some justice. There we go. From the pelvic region, you will see there's also another line, a little bump there. Get rid of those guidelines. Just a little bump of the pelvis. Dips in a bit. Comes out. Creating those subtle dips is my ultimate goal here. Okay. I can do that in just one foul hand. Foul swoop, sorry. Folks, I think we have a render. We have a sketching line work done. Oh. Just trying to see the flow of it, kind of like that. Yeah. Can you see the arrows at all? Hopefully you can. I'll make a little arrow. That's kind of the flow I was following. That. But the upper body kind of goes like that. Lower body kind of goes like that. And a little bit of knee. Now this is how I see it. Everybody sees it differently. There's no right or wrong. That's the beauty of art. Zoom in a bit. But that's kind of how I developed the flow of it. Shall we do some shading? We got 7 minutes. We should do some shading here, folks. Not only line work is my holy grail, but rendering hair is another monster I have to slay. Shall we throw things off a bit and use a different brush? Yes, let's do that. Let's completely disorient myself here with a completely new brush. Okay. What am I looking for? There we go. Sorry, I just had a weird brain. It's a very charcoaly brush. Where are we? Yeah, let's do that. Are we on the shading? Okay. Righto, chaps, righto. The hair is the darkest, so I'm gonna go over it one more time. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Think of it, should I have done the fingers? Completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about the fingers. I got 4 minutes. I'll probably get back to it when we have time. But I really want to do some shading here. Basics here. We can do a little bit of finger work here. Where are we? Okay. just at a minute. I've got a little bit of shading in, so I'm not gonna panic too much in that department. I'm just working on trying to get some details on the hands and the fingers here, because once again, I definitely need some work in that department. I should definitely zoom in, but time is always the issue, right? Not the best, not the worst. Just 20 seconds. Put the final touches on your piece. We're going to begin another long form study here. Okay, I'm going to leave that as is. I should have got some facial details in there, but that's okay. Wow, okay. I'm not expecting this model for 30-minute pose. This should be easy breezy. I'm curious to see how everybody approaches this. Where are we at? 30. There we go. It's one of those poses where I have no excuse, zero excuse if I cannot render this in 30 minutes. There is something to do with the shape, obviously, but I should get some time to do some rather nice detailed work here. I'll wait and see. One hell of a test using the Loomis method, isn't it? Yes, I am rendering the face first because I know I got lots of time to do everything else. Well, we'll see. Take your time. It's one of those poses where you know you got 30 minutes. Do 3 10-minute versions of it, or do 2 15-minute versions. Like, you know, if the 30-minute is just like it's a general clock that I've put to kind of meet everybody's needs. But if you're fast or you're slow, work around it. There are no hard and fast rules here. I'm really taking my time with the face because I think that's everything else is gonna come secondary here. There's something funky funky going on with that chin. Yeah, that's okay. Being hard on myself with that skull structure. I just want to nail it right. And I actually went right to left instead of left to right. I went this direction. Don't ask me why. It just felt natural, the flow of that top skull. I'm gonna redo it all over again. Left to right, right to left. Let's see if it makes a big difference here. Not too much of a difference. Trying to get the center of the face, which I think is like this. I could be wrong. I think it needs to be a little higher, but whatever. Like I said, if you're like me, if you get too frustrated in one zone or a particular part of the anatomy, just move on and come back. And that's likely what I'm gonna do with this chin. Because I don't feel it. Just under the 10-minute mark. I spent 10 minutes just on the face. Could have been a portrait trunk session. Easily. I just felt like the face decides to pose here. We're at a weird angle. I'm sure your brain is telling you, what is going on here? What are you doing? just at the halfway mark. I'm kind of in full flow mode here, just taking my time. I kind of came into this pose a little overconfident. That's why I spent so much time on the face. I think what's gonna really kill me here is the fingers, and I'm kind of procrastinating in terms of not rendering it. But I'm going to. I'm not gonna shy away from it. If I can finish this in the next couple of minutes, I'll focus on. I'll have at least 10 minutes to kind of get my act together with the fingers. Toes are such weird things, aren't they? To really nail down. The only way I'm gonna get them pretty nicely here is if I zoom in. And I'm not going to, like I said, I want to do the fingers first. So let's focus on that and then we'll see where it goes. Okay, one hand down, another to go. This is like a really deep finger study we're doing here today. Or at least I am. It does slow things down in terms of the stream. But we all know fingers are a necessary evil to really figure out. Not only are we dealing with hands and fingers, we're dealing with foreshortening. Completely different. Two different animals that have come together to make our life miserable. Trying to get the volume and the shape in each of the bump of the indexes there. Keep in mind he also has very bulky, voluminous fingers. That's gonna throw me off right off the bat. Oof. We got 6 minutes. I thought I'd get some shading in here, but because we're working on the finger details, maybe I shouldn't be trying for realism. Maybe I should just try and get something that looks like a finger in there. Well, let's see. And the thumb is in the background, so we have that kind of acting as an agent of confusion. Trying to get the shape of it so it kind of bumps up like this. That's the palm. I don't know if you can see it at home. And then we have oof, I mangled it there. All these little bumps, subtle bumps and skewers. Too dark. That's the best I'm gonna do, folks. I just want to get some basic shading in here. It'll be a little tricky, but let's do it. Wanted in terms of detail. There we go. And we're gonna go back. We went back to put it on a different layer. Here we go. Some shading. Do some erasing here. brushy, my shading brush. Okay, a little better. So. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a difference. That is a soft brush and I'm not too happy with it. It's, you know, a lot of people use it. I feel it lacks definition and I'm not at that level where I can just go in and start stuff, so let us backtrack. Let's try something different. We're at a minute and a half. I kind of got all the shading I need done. Last minute. What are we doing? Seconds. Last call. Oh, wow, brush sensitivity not working. Oh, that screwed things up, didn't it? Okay, folks, last pose of the day. Have some fun here. Let's do this. You can have a lot of fun with this pose, I think. Let's find out. I'm just get rid of this. It didn't turn out too bad. I got some shading in. Okay. This is gonna be intense. Great pose. Spread out. Let's see where it takes us, right? Let's see where it takes us. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and then I'll get started here. down some hard, violent lines here. I don't know why. I'll just have to live with it. That foot is weird, that extended foot. It's catching me off guard. I'm not sure what to say. There's some muscles I've never seen before. Interesting. Just around the upper foot, that little, guess you could call it part of the heel. Not the heel, ankle. That little ankle bone extruded out, stretched. So, it's just a bone I don't see that often. That little ankle bone, so. Learn something new every day. Maybe we do see it every day, but and these live drawing poses, but they're just never so prominent or at that angle. However you want to render it. Godspeed. Little thumb sticking out there. That's always funny. Always funny. So I foresee many problems already occurring. And I'm gonna fix it. See, I had to go back and figure out what was going wrong because I couldn't figure it out, but I think I know what is going on now. It's funny how one part of the body that's off defines the other. And what was going on is this leg was too short. So we're gonna fix it right now. There we go. I was wondering why that arm is so short. And now I'm learning. I had to go all the way back to the calf muscle, all the way over here on the right side, to figure out what was going on with the arm. I think very few people know what I'm talking about, but I think if you're an artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I had to go to a completely different part of the anatomy to figure out what was going on with another part of the anatomy. It's pretty incredible how perception and all that stuff works. All that stuff that's a little too psych major for me to understand. Okay, we're not even at the halfway mark yet, so I'll take it. I think when I get really good at this, I'm gonna just really good at just laying down a couple of rough lines and figuring out where it goes. I'm gonna have to learn to start zooming in. This is just ridiculous in terms of not doing the fingers and the toes justice because I refuse to zoom in. So. Most people would just come in and do a line like this. Rap, rap, and there's your arm line. I encourage you not to. I encourage you to get right into the muscles and look at all the little small turns and crevices and indents and build up your muscle memory so you know where the bicep ends and the tricep starts. And the whole body works that way, right? You don't need to go back into detailed anatomical studies if you're doing it while you're doing life drawing at the same time, right? Your body will eventually go, oh, there's usually a bump there. I don't know why. You can usually go back and give yourself a name for it and do a study that way, but you should be training these life drawing poses, especially the long studies. Training yourself already in that universe. That's why I don't like to simplify things. doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Okay, let's get some shading in. Face or shading? Face? Little facial details? Let's do that. We got 12 minutes, so I don't have a lot of time. Sorry, I'm just reassessing something here. This, what would be her left leg? A little on the short side. Just a tad little on the short side here. Let's see if we can... I don't want to screw it up too much. More like that. Right. Deselect. Okay. A little better. Sorry, I'm getting a little erotic here with the details. Okay, let's do this. We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. Hang in there. You can do this. Let's draw. Nobody said it was going to be easy. I think the angle at which I have this needs some work. Facial details always get me. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know that. It's my bane. I'm trying to draw the Loomis method in like this. It's a little skull and then kind of shaped like that. So I don't like to draw guidelines like that. It kind of screws things up when you start doing shading and whatnot. But if you have to do it when you're learning, which I did the first couple of months, please. By all means, do what you gotta do. Right. I'll be the first to admit this is tricky, folks. Tricky, tricky. gonna spend too much time here because I want to get some shading in. And I can already tell I'm off in a couple of places. Leave it at that. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but I don't know if it ever will. Some hard lines there for the top of the hair. That's fine because it's dark anyways to begin with. I'm getting really sloppy with the line work on the head. Hell. I don't know. I'm not happy with the eyes. They're so subtle. Let me reduce the brush size a bit and go with a lighter shade so I'm not butchering this. She's looking down. I'm not sure how to render that. I'd have to zoom in, and I don't want to do that right now. Okay. Man, those eyes look terrible. It is awful. Wondering if pupils will help. Nope. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna do it. Because we got 6 minutes and I want to get some shading in here. I might zoom in. We have to do it. I just couldn't do it any other way. I should be spending so much time just on eyes. Only because this is a gesture drawing. Okay, leaving it. Let's do some shading. Get some very basic shading in. Let's zoom in for you folks at home. There we go. We're done the line work. I mean, you're never done line work, but we did some basic line work. We just hit the 2 hour, close to the 2 hour mark, so hang in there with me, folks. Okay, folks, that's it. We're done. 10 seconds. Sorry, I got carried away with the shading. Should have given you a heads up. We're done, folks. That's it. That's it. We wrapped up on a good note. I think I got some decent proportion in there. Got a little bit of shading. I think I mangled the face, but that's something I'm gonna have to live with. That's it. This will be up for the weekend for your review if you want to review it. Otherwise, I'll be back Monday for some portrait drawing. That's it. I'm still working on it here as we speak, but I'm done. I should be done here. It's not fair to you. Okay, that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hello, Miss Lee Herb, a regular. Yes, that was a challenging session. Thanks for hanging in there with me. It's tough. I know it's very tough. Sometimes you get the line work down. It looks okay, you do the shading, and then it doesn't look okay. Or sometimes the line work goes down and it doesn't look okay until you get some depth and volume. And you put a little shading down, then it slowly starts coming together. So, I start trusting my instincts the longer I do this. That it'll come together finally, once you get the line work, the shading, the tone, and then line weight will help you too, right? Getting in some harder lines where you need them and softer lines where you need them. Like I find around the face, fingers and toes, you want to put softer lines between them, even though you're trying to create some differentiation between the fingers and toes. You don't want too hard lines, so I'm kind of learning that as I go. This was a great pose. She came together quite well. When you see a pose like this, I'm always focusing on the twist, like that little twist around her hip, and I think I kind of got it. There's some guidelines down on. I decided to leave them, just give it a little flair, but usually I'd remove them. But if I felt like I was in a hurry for this pose for some reason. Okay, folks, have a great weekend. I'll be back Monday for some portrait drawing. Take care.